Okay. What are you getting on your pizza? Or do you get a bunch of pizzas for like everybody?
I don't know. What did we do?
Plain.
Everybody's eating? Yeah.
Ooh, you're good to go tonight.
Nice.
Nice. You good to go there, boss? What's up, people on Facebook Live over there?
Over there.
And this is for the Jump website over here. So, hello, people, whether you're watching live or you're watching later on. It's Mr. D alongside the one and only Classified here in the building. Good to see you again, brother.
Good to see you, man. Always.
Another edition of Jump's Ask Me Anything.
Ask me anything.
Yeah, pretty much. It's open game.
It always is, man. You know that.
Yeah, there's nothing new. Well, what show is this now? This is your second last one on your Grateful tour now.
Yeah, well, we have 3 more back east. We play tonight, play Montreal tomorrow, and then we go home for like 4 days and then to the East Coast. So this is like show number 23 or 24.
Wow.
25.
Yeah.
20 something.
Touring is nothing new for you. Like,
Nah.
You've been doing this from time, like, long time. Not trying to make you feel old, but
22. Killing it.
yeah, exactly. It's a different vibe when you were 22 years old during the tour compared to now. I guess that will also incorporate the Grateful title for the album and the tour. Why Grateful as the name?
Grateful. Oh, go back to the album, I guess, 'cause that's why the tour was called Grateful. But just being grateful for what I get to do. Like you said, man, I've been doing this for a long time. I come from a small town where if you said, hey, I'm going to become a rapper and make a living out of this for 20 years, people would laugh in your face. You know what I mean?
And a rapper in Canada, too.
They're just in Canada in general, you know what I mean? So, man, I'm just grateful for what I get to do, man. I get to get up, make music, do what I like to do. I have a good family. My kids are healthy. Life is good. I'm grateful, you know what I mean? So
Father of 3 now.
Father of 3 daughters, yeah.
How do you survive that with 3 daughters?
Just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good. There's always hard things, and I'm sure it's going to get harder when the teenage years kicks in. We're just going to move away to like some weird island that no one knows us, though. So we got plans.
Cape Breton doesn't count.
Cape Breton's not far enough.
Congrats on the album. It's phenomenal. In fact, all your stuff has been so good. There's been an evolution with your albums as you go because
Thank you,
I mean, you've always been a great producer. You've always been a great rapper. You take a lot of pride in like a writer now.
Like songwriter.
A proper songwriter now.
Yeah.
Like it's a big deal. And I'm going to ask you about somebody you work with in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Now the record was Snoop, which is getting massive radio play across the country now. What was the first encounter with Snoop like? That's the first part. And second of all, what's he like in the studio?
The first encounter was, he ended up flying up to Nova Scotia because he was shooting Trailer Park Boys.
Yep.
So we tracked him down and we bumped into each other a few times, but he didn't really know me that good or whatever. So we reached out, was like, hey, I got this track. He liked the song. He's like, look, bring a studio up to Truro, Nova Scotia, which is like a small, rural little town. He had this hotel for the week, so they just gave us one of the rooms. We set up the studio. And then I remember it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Snoop came out. And this is like motel, you know what I mean? So it's like goes.
The little dumpy one you see like in those.
Dumpy one, mom and pops, you know what I mean? So our studio's over here, his room's over in here. So he comes across the parking lot, like 2 bodyguards, full on. He's wearing like a house coat, some slippers, like just comfortable as hell, you know what I mean? Like,
That's wicked. That's amazing.
Super chill, like, you know what I mean? Nothing Hollywood, nothing fancy about it. Bodyguards, obviously, that has to happen because it's Snoop. A lot of, you know what I mean?
Well, just when he was there shooting Trailer Park Boys, I mean, they had to like block off a huge area of that spot. It was ridiculous.
Especially in Truro. If someone knew Snoop Dogg was in Truro, like the whole town came out, which they did. You know what I mean? Like the whole town and was trying to get a piece of Snoop. So it was cool. He came in the room. You know, we played the song a couple times. He was like, you know, what do you want me to do? Smoke some stuff, and you know, 2-3 hours later, we were done.
I still laugh at the end of the song when he says you can smell it through the bag.
You can smell it through the bag.
Once again, Classified here in Ottawa, Algonquin Commons Theatre tonight. You can get tickets at the door. You don't get tickets through Ticketmaster. The Ticketmaster portion of the show for tickets is sold out. Tickets at the door, not many left. Most of your shows have sold out, which is great.
Yeah, it's been a wicked tour, man. Like, and this is our first, like, you know, our own club tour. We did the Headley tour last year.
Yep.
But we haven't done like our own headlining club back to the grind tour in 3 years, so it's wicked to be able to come back out and still have people coming out and showing love.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so, like I said, you're from Nova Scotia. There is another artist that you worked with who's a Nova Scotia native, and she's doing very well, is Rhea May.
Rhea May's killing it.
Yeah, she is killing it. She's had 2 solid singles. The gold single's doing real well. Now, this is what I know about Rhea May, because she said in an interview that she was rapping when she was like really young, and at the age of 15, while you were handing out mixtapes, she ran into you and gave you some stuff to check out. And next thing you know, you're producing songs on her album.
Yeah. She just, I don't even remember this time when she's out meeting at the skate park. She told me that story. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
She must have felt embarrassed when you said that.
Well, no, because she told me, she was like, she wasn't an artist or anything. She was just like, just a young kid trying to do her thing. But then she sent me an email probably like 2-3 years ago now. She's like, hey, I'm Rhea May, blah, blah, blah. I'm working on some stuff. And like, she works hard. Like, she doesn't have a manager. She doesn't have a label, nothing. She puts up her own money.
100% indie.
She came to Enfield. We did her whole album. Close Off went to radio like before it kind of blew up. It went to just local radio in Halifax.
Yeah.
Sony heard it. The president flew down to like my Enfield studio. President and like the other guy.
Oh Lord!
We played them the album in the studio, and they offered a deal right on the spot. Like, it was right out of a movie. It was kind of surreal, but it's cool to see because I just know how hard Rhea works. And like right now, she's touring the States. She's going hard, and I'm just excited for people to hear the rest of the album. Like, the first 2 singles have been great reception, but like my favorite songs no one's heard yet. So,
really?
Oh yeah. Okay. There's one track on there called Ooh Love that I've been just like bagging her in the label. Make that the single. I think it's gonna be the 3rd one, but yeah, she's awesome. She's got wicked music, and we're gonna keep making stuff. So it's wicked.
It's great. I love hearing the success stories, especially like we've talked about this, like, the times we've seen each other, and like years ago, being a Canadian artist, especially in the hip hop world, like years ago, like you just said, like you've been, doing this for like X amount of years. Like, I'm gonna rap and go on tour and put out records and whatnot. Like, you're a rapper from Canada, that's not gonna happen. Well, guess what? It has, and it's been successful. Yeah. I mean, you've heard. Obviously, we know about Drake.
Who?
That mulatto guy with the frizzy hair from Toronto. Yeah, that guy. And the Weeknd, the guy with the funky hair from Scarborough. We've been lucky enough that the door has really, really busted open in the past few years.
Yeah.
Is it gonna? Do you think it's gonna get bigger? Because you even had a little touch of love and some airplay in the States with some of your previous records.
Yeah. We've been down there a little bit. We haven't gone down there and grinded it out a lot, so that's why I can't even expect to do anything because I know it takes work and we haven't put that work in down there.
Yeah.
But I think definitely now, people are comfortable with Canadian hip hop. Like 5 years ago, when we toured Australia and in the States, everywhere, people would just be like, hip hop in Canada. And for us, it's like, what are you talking about? It's been here for years. It's the Rascals, Cardinal, all these guys that we've been listening to. But now it's wide open, man. Like guys like Tory Lanez, sold out like Amsterdam in 2 minutes. So, like that guy tours the whole world.
The funny thing is that record got big in the States on the hip hop and R&B stations, and it's just kind of breaking in Canada now.
And I didn't know it blew. When we went and shot No Pressure in LA when did we go down there? November. I went down there and we were using the Uber and all that stuff. And hey, where you from? Canada. And first thing any of them said, oh, that's where that kid's from. And I'm thinking, okay, Drake or The Weeknd. Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez. Kept hearing this guy's name. And what is it called? Say It?
Say It.
That's his record, yeah. So that's blowing. Jazz Cartier, another guy, just played New York, sold out SOBs. Like, it's cool that Canadian artists don't necessarily just have to blow up here first now.
Yeah.
It's like they can just go grind, whether it's in Paris, France.
Everything can come back full circle now.
Totally, yeah. It's cool that it's just wide open and people can do that now.
What are we expecting tonight, you and the crew on the stage? For those who haven't seen you before, because I've seen you enough times.
Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, we have a good time, man. Like, it's a family affair on stage. My brothers tour with me, my friends that I've known for years, guys that I work with. So it's, we do old music, we do stuff from the new album, we do stuff that's just not even planned out yet. And just a good time, man, a good vibe.
Nice. I'll let you do your thing. Always good to see you, brother. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Classified on Facebook and jumpradio.ca.
Yes.
All right, we gone.